Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second Team Takeover interview. This week we are being interviewed by me, Ross. I'm interviewing the new defensive coordinator at Langston University, Coach Richard Embry. How are you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. How you doing, my man?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you taking some time out to talk to me because I know the season's about to start.
Man, no problem. We got the kids coming in. The freshmen coming in on the 21st, and then our rest of our guys coming in on the 28th. And, man, we start school on the 31st, so it's right around the corner.
Oh, yes. It's right there.
Yeah.
So I know there's an exciting time for you and your coaches to have.
Man, I'm excited. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm ready for my guys to come back. We get born.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cool. So before we get into the team and how, everybody performed last year, I do want to do some background on you because I know that you played linebacker at SAGU and you were the team defensive MVP. So kind of from bouncing from playing linebacker to now, what kind of helped you decide to get into coaching and what kind of helped you become more of a successful coach?
Man, like you said, man, I did play linebacker in this conference that I'm actually coaching in, which is the Student Athletic Conference. So I played at SAGU in Waxahachie, Texas, man, and I transferred in from Navarro Junior College. So I'm a JUCO product, however they say that. But man, from playing linebacker to coaching positions on defense and now coming back home and coaching linebackers over here at Langston, man, it was all about who I knew at first and who helped me understand that I had to cross that line of now becoming a student athlete to becoming a person of influence, a person, I hate to say the word power, but, authority and stuff like that. Now I have to be on the other side of the line, the spectrum, and teach instead of being taught. You know what I'm saying? So Coach Godding, Jesse Godding, was my head coach at the time. Now he's the AD at SAGU. And, he brought me in his office and told me, can you do that? And that was the first time I got, challenged, like just mentally, verbally. And he was like, are you going to be able to sustain that, man? And ever since that day, I just been rolling, man. And I, learning from various coaches. One of the coaches I know is my high school coach, Michael Porter. Man, that's one of my mentors, and he checks on me every week. Make sure I'm grounded still. Coach Calvin Miller here at Langston, my mentor who I GA'd up under, and I called him back out of retirement this year, so he's coming back. And just having a solid foundation of people in my corner and stuff like that. And that's and meeting people in coaching clinics and things like that, and watching myself as well on tape and just trying to be the best version of me, man. I'm not trying to duplicate or be nobody else. I'm just trying to be me, at the end of the day.
Yeah. Well, you can only be yourself, 100% authentic.
Hey, that's all you can be, man. If you're trying to do anything else, you're being fake in my book.
There you go. So it's been a long time coming for you to become the defensive coordinator at a college. I know that you've been a defensive line coach at a couple schools, linebacker coach at a couple schools, assistant DC at B, and then a defensive coordinator at a couple high schools.
Yeah.
So how does it feel now finally having the opportunity to be the main defensive coordinator at a college?
Man, it is man, it's good, man. It's a good feeling to know that you got guys looking up to you to teach them, to mold them, and to actually see something, that you have a helping hand in molding and creating. The defense that we run here is a 4-2-5, man. It's been here since Coach Morgan was coaching here. Now he's the head coach, just going into his 8th season. So, man, I'm just blessed and thankful to have him as a head coach and trusting me, man. I got promoted in February of this year, and it's amazing feeling when you have the guys like just draw into you and that new blood and things like that. And, we finna kick off the season here shortly and whatnot. And then, these guys are steady texting you, Coach, what we doing? Coach, what we got? And, stuff like that. And I was getting that when I was the D-line coach here last year and the run game coordinator, but it's a different feeling when you're in that elevated seat. You know what I'm saying? But the end goal is to become a head coach or a coordinator at a bigger university or a position coach at a bigger university. So it's a great feeling, man. I love it, and I'm just trying to embrace it every day and do my best. I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna know every answer, man. I got elevated to DC at Sul Ross State University before I came here to Langston, and man, I left before the season, but it was the same feeling there, man. You got guys coming looking to you like you got all the answers. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't. You got to keep steady reminding, man. This is a process for me as well as y'all. I just got to get y'all bought in. You know what I'm saying? We got to get bought in. We got to keep executing. We got to be the best version of us, which is Duluth. Not try to duplicate anybody else. So I love it, man. It was a long time coming. I don't think it fully set in yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got the office. Yeah, I got the ability to change things and this and that. I got my coach's ear and whatnot, but I don't think it's set in. I think it's set in once we hit camp and all the boys geared.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said maybe it's set in when it hits the field.
Yeah.
And then, you actually see it on the field. You get to sit in the meetings.
Yes, sir.
And they'll call you DC and everything like that. Yeah. So last year, you guys won 6-4,
mm-hmm.
but it was a kind of weird 6-4 because you were very dominant at home, 4-1, but traveling was the issue, 2-3 on the road.
Man, we went. So what's crazy is, man, we went 5-0 the first 5 weeks, right? So it seemed like it shifted, which you have that sometimes in the season. So those are we treated those like our preseason game to get better every week. But and I'm not afraid to say it, I think we got in our own way. And some teams happen to do that. And I think that's what we corrected this past spring is not getting in each other's way, but motivating, picking each other up and things like that. But, we went 5-0. Then we faced Texas Western and we got beat. I'm just going to put it out there. We went 5-1 and then we won homecoming. Then we lost the last 3. You know what I'm saying? So we had a chance to win conference 3 times on 3 different occasions. But when you are steady fighting culture and you steady fighting your brothers and stuff like that, mentally, verbally, or physically, man, that's what kind of result you get. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we were doing and whatnot. Yeah. Oh, they're here? Okay. Can y'all give me 10 minutes? I'm on an interview right quick, all right? No, you good. Our helmets just came in.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's what it was, man. It was a tough season. That's under my head coach, man. That's the I don't want to say worst season, but it is. He's never went under 7-3. I'm talking as a head coach and 8 years. So we looking to bounce back, and we doing a lot of stuff, and we keeping it under the table as far as recruiting wise, man. We don't want everybody to know who's coming in. So that's one thing. When I got tabbed recruiting coordinator as well, man, I got a lot. I'm just embracing everything.
Many hats.
Yes, sir. I told Coach, I said, let's just, I always look at Beyonce's daughter when they was at the awards, and she was like, shh, let's just keep it under, let's do this. Because, a lot of people like to mooch and stuff for Twitter and stuff like that. So, I feel good. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, man. So, 6 in points allowed, 26.5. Real kind of middle of the road. Yeah. I don't love it personally, but 3rd in interceptions with 16.
Yep.
8th in sacks though with 13. So, what do you think that you're going to do as the DC, promoted DC, to help kind of increase the sack numbers, decrease the points, but kind of keep the interceptions in that same ballpark?
It's what we did this spring when I took over, man. You have to execute the basics. You know what I'm saying? I firmly believe in a defense that's a smart defense, and knowing the understanding the basics can accomplish and do all what he needs or they need to do to get sacks, tackles for losses, interceptions, and have fun. If we're not doing that last thing, which I said is having fun, we can't get those first three. You know what I'm saying? If we got a defense that's out there just thinking, and not reacting, how can we get those? So what I had asked my head coach what we could do. I said, Coach, I need to just drop everything. I dropped blitzes, I dropped packages, and we just went out there and ran straight basic cover 2, 3, and 4. You know, we got our zone defense under control. We got our man defense under control. Our line stunts under control. I only put in 5 or 6 during the spring. And if we couldn't get one of them done, we started all over from ground zero. You know what I'm saying? So it's the mentality, the mindset, and the execution that we revamped. You see what I'm saying? We revamped, and that drew the defense closer. Not only did it draw the defense closer, it drew the offense closer too, because they did the same thing. You know, Coach Mason went back, not to speak on offense, but he went back to his old ways. Coach Mason went back to everything, like from ground zero. Now they more dynamic and sporadic and doing all this stuff. And we had to adjust to that as a defense, which made us better. You know what I'm saying? So mindset, mentally, and mentality, man, that's what we preach, that's what we coach, and that's what we drilled, and culture. So we tried to create a culture this spring. So that's what I'm going to carry over into the fall, into fall camp. And with these freshmen coming in, they're going to either fall in line or you're going to fall out and watch this on the sideline. That's my motto, you know. If you can't do what I ask you to do, what we coach you to do, I tell them simply like this: I got a place where you can go learn it, and it's on the sideline. Yeah.
I feel like that sometimes, man.
You got to, man. You got to.
Yeah, really let them know. So it seems like you're like the main leader of the defense, but you're not on the field. Mm-hmm. So what are some guys that you kind of see stepping up as a leader during the season, and then who are some guys that you think can kind of carry that over from from the spring, bring it up to the fall during camp and then during the season?
Okay, man, and just to back up just a little bit, man, my head coach is the DB coach. So that's the beauty of it, is I get to work under my head coach, next to my head coach as the DC. You know what I'm saying? So and this is just for coaches, and I'm gonna throw this out there. If we don't learn how to be assistants first, to become coordinators next, you know what I'm saying, to become a head coach under the direction that we already under and where we're at, how are we gonna be able to just cope as coaches? You know, if I can't work next to you, how are we gonna make this team work? You know what I'm saying? So coaches have to learn how to be coached, even when they don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So it's a joy for me to work along with my head coach and him be, I can turn around and say my DB coach. You know what I'm saying? So like that. But to get off that, man, it's a few players, man. And I got and this is just coming from every position. So from the back end to the front, man. From the back end, I got Travis Martin, who was first team all conference with. I think he had 6 or 7 picks last year. He played corner. He's a 6'2", 6'3", 215-pound DB. You know what I'm saying? And can run like crazy. He latched on and he got the vision. Jalen Kincaid, one of my freshmen I had last year, coming back to be a sophomore. Man, whenever we would huddle up, Coach Embry, I got you. All right, big dog. I shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can ask for. Coach Embry, let me do it. And he's taking leadership. You got Damari Ward, one of my linebackers. You got Madre Struthers, one of my senior linebackers, coming back, man, made a whole 360. I'm talking about mentally. Proud of all of them. You know, Donovan, one of my linebackers. My D line, you got James Grace. That's one of my guys. You got John, one of my linebackers. That I had last year. And, you know, I have this thing where I call it I'm going to rewrite people contracts. And and what that is you either going to get your position changed or you're going to have to do, you know, we're going to have to rewrite some figures, some numbers. And, you know, I try to talk NFL language with them. That's why I say contracts. And so I just try to have fun with it. So to name a few, you know, you got Flo in the back end. That's just a few, man. I could really say the whole defense because they all bought in. Like, what coach you know gonna say my whole defense?
Yeah, that's rare.
Yeah, you know, so because the attention span went from everybody out here to let's focus on what coach was saying. You know, I had to draw all of them back in, and I did that with the help of Coach Miller coming back and with my head coach at the back end, and we all was on the same page. All right, you can't do too much when people are flipping pages while you still on this one. You see what I'm saying? So I'm proud of the whole defense. I'm ready for them guys to come back and just lead. I am. I'm getting excited talking about it.
Time, man.
It is.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Shit, man, y'all, everybody I'm gonna send you the schedule too after this, and you know, I'm excited. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, cool. I'll definitely look at the schedule. I'll definitely, you know, check off a couple games I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
Week 1 is absolutely gonna be the game I'm gonna watch first.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So let's kind of shift off of the guys that are here to your next crop of guys that you're kind of looking for. I know you said you want to keep it under the table, but you know, I work with players that are trying to find places to play and trying to find places to go. So if you can give out some advice to some of those guys that kind of need help trying to find direction, you know, to play at Langston or, you know, play any other NIA, D2, D3, maybe even D1, you know.
Man, my advice is, man, just, you know, this Twitter, this social media world can be kind of deceiving and then, you know, tricky with how we use it. I recruited a guy that was from the, you know, what we can't do is start blasting coaches on Twitter and school. You can't do that. So I immediately cut him off and said, hey, young fella, your time gonna come. Just keep doing what you're doing and posting your workout videos, your highlights and everything, reaching out. I said, if you send it out, man, it's bound to be one that respond. You know, it's crazy. Man, I signed him here. You know what I'm saying? I signed him to come to play wide receiver. And, you know, Cameron Augustin, man, I can't tell you enough about that guy. And we just connected off of that tweet. You know what I'm saying? I inboxed him and told him, man, check yourself. And we just connected. Now he coming up here. He been calling every other week, checking in and whatnot. Zarius, one of my linebackers coming from Ohio, Detroit area, and still like them two places. We connected. And man, when you able to see these guys do a complete face change because they got hope on top of what the little hope they had because they thought they weren't going to get nowhere. Man, I just tell you guys, man, keep falling forward. It's a famous quote by Denzel, not a quote, just a saying, man, never fall backwards but fall forward. He has a speech, and I've been, man, ever since I heard that, I've been trying to relay that in my own version and things like that, man. Keep falling forward. You're bound to fall on something that you're looking for. You understand? So, man, just keep falling forward, keep plugging. And my mama said, gave me a quote when I was in college, and I'm going to give it to the people, man. And she had it on a little bear, and I still got it. Man, do your best and let God take care of the rest. You know, you have to. And I'm telling you, be blessed with something to come along the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you from your helmets and everything else that just came.
Yes.
So, I appreciate you taking some time to sit down with me. We've been at 20 minutes. It's longer than I would do, so I appreciate you staying down there.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Man, keep doing your thing, and man, watch what happens. You hear me? Watch what happens, man. You keep doing your thing, and I appreciate this opportunity. And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, y'all keep tuning in to my guy. Okay, he is legit. Y'all understand that? Hey, you got to rep the Langston. Go Lou boys. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, thanks, man.
Oh, yes, sir. All right, man.
Yep.
Man, you stay blessed. All right.
Hey, you too, man.
All right.
I'll keep in touch with you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man.